Today is Friday, the last math lesson for the week. Have you had a good week in math, Peppy? Oh, yeah, sure. Love math. I miss it on Saturdays. Really? Well, maybe not. Well, anyway, yeah, you don't feel like doing schoolwork Saturday, do you? No, I lied. But I do like math, though. Yes, I knew you do. Okay, so anyway, let you start working on this because today we have something totally new to learn. Oh, great! I love to learn new things. Good. Well, this is totally new. I don't know if you know this or not because your dad might have taught you this. We'll see. My dad teaches me lots of stuff. He's so smart. And I work with him sometimes. Well, that's good. Well, we'll see if he taught you this, okay? Okay. Well, everybody, you ready to count? Did I hear yes, sir, Puppy? Yes, sir, Puppy. Okay, let's go. Count by 5. 5, 10. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 100, 95, 90, 85, 80, 75, 70, 65, 60, 55, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, and 5. Okay, Peppy, instead of doing counting by twos today, let's do the days of the week. Okay, guys, sing along with Peppy. 7 days a week, 7 days a week. God created everything in 7 days a week. Hit it! Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 7 days a week, 7 days a week. God created everything in 7 days a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, let's see. How about the months of the year? Oh yeah, that's right. Ready to sing? January, February, March and April, May and June, July, and then comes August, September and October, November, December, 12 months in the year. Hey, some of you weren't singing. Saudi, you weren't singing. Sing, Saudi, sing. Sound well. Sing, sound well. Sing. Yes, sir, Pepe. Okay, ready? January, February, March and April, May and June, July, and then comes August, September and October, November, December, 12 months in the year. Thank you, Peppy. Why don't you go sit down and we'll have our new lesson, okay? Okay, today we're going to learn about a ruler, okay? Everybody needs a ruler. We won't need it every day for math, but we're going to use it a lot, okay? So we're going to learn about a ruler today, okay? This is a ruler, okay? And this size, it goes all the way up. There's big markings. On the top, it goes 1 to 12. On the bottom, it starts down here, 1, and it goes all the way up to number 30, okay? These on the bottom are called centimeters. We're not going to use them today. We will use them later, though, okay? But today, we're going to start working on this side. This side, they're called inches. Inches. An inch is about your thumb, size of your thumb, from here to here, okay? That's about an inch, okay? 1 inch. Okay, we're going to measure things in inches, okay? Now, through the years, people use different things to count, to measure. They used to use hands. A horse is when you say how big is a horse, they don't measure them in inches or centimeters. Horses are measured in hands. How many hands tall is it? And then use like a man's hand. We have things that we use feet, because a man's foot, and that a ruler is 1 foot. Okay, 1 foot, about the size of your daddy's foot. Okay, but not everybody has the same size foot, so it wasn't real accurate. Or we have things we call a yard, and that's like taking a giant step. Okay, but we're going to learn all of these, but today we're going to start with the inch. Okay, first of all, we have a ruler. Now, some of you might have a smaller ruler that is only like this big, but some of you might have the big one. Hopefully, you've got a big one, because this one is 1 foot. It's about the size of your daddy's foot. Okay, and you will see that the numbers 1 to 12. Each one of these little spaces we call an inch. Okay, so we use them to measure. We measure all sorts of things, but you need to learn how to use it carefully. And because if you don't, things won't be right. If you build a house or you make something and you don't measure it perfectly, it's not going to work. We had a door in our house, and the person who made the door did not know how to measure correctly. Oh, we kind of got it there, but when it rained, the rain would come in the door because he didn't measure it right. The door wasn't quite big enough. And then the rain would come underneath the door because it wasn't quite big enough. You could see, and bugs would come in because you could see right through the door because he didn't quite know how to measure carefully. Okay? So, we need to learn how to use a ruler, okay? So, if you take your book, please, and on the back, today we're using this page here with the pumpkins on it, but we're going to start on the back page, okay? Here's a little ruler, and some of you might have a little one like this. It's got 6 inches on it, okay? See, each one of these things is called an inch, about the size of your finger, your thumb rather. Just from to your first, we call these knuckles. From your thumb to your knuckle, that's 1 inch, okay? And we have 12 of them in a foot. 12 of them in a foot. Okay, so now, here's what we do. When we use a ruler to measure, okay, make sure on your ruler you have the side with the big ones, okay? Not the little numbers on the bottom. We want the big numbers on the top, and these are called inches. And if you look very carefully right there, it says inches, okay? That's the side we're going to use. We will use the little side later, but for now we're using the inches, okay? Inches. Now, when you measure something, here's a line, and we want to know how big it is. Now, a lot of times people will put the number 1 at the end of the line. No. When you measure, make sure there's a straight line. There's a straight line that comes down right here, right there, okay? That straight line we want to put at the beginning of our line, just like that. You see that? And then we go all the way down and we say, oh, how big is it? It is 5 inches long. Okay, now, when we write it, if we put 5 inches, that's a lot to write. So what people do, they shorten it. They will either go like this, either 5, I-N, punto, 5 inches, or they will go 5, and they will make 2 little lines like that. See that? 5 with 2 little lines. Let's make it big in case it doesn't show up on your phone. 5 inches, okay? 5 inches. So, if you take your ruler, hopefully you all have one, take your ruler, and what you're going to need to do is you put your ruler on the end of this one, and we say, how big How big is it? And what number do you see? The number 3. So what number do you put in there? 3, and you can see those 2 little marks. So this line is 3 inches long, okay? Let's do the next one. Here we have, oops, a bigger one. Make sure you put your line at the end of the line. Be real careful, line it up. And how big is this one? Right there, it is, what's that number? 6 inches, Miss Susan. Good. Okay. The last one is down here. And we put it down there, and how many inches is that? Looks like 4 to me, right? 4. 4 inches. Oh, I forgot this little yellow one in the middle. The little yellow one is, what? 2 inches, right? Okay. See how you do that? Pretty cool, huh? We'll be doing that all year long. We'll be using our ruler. So make everybody, you need a ruler, okay? You need it, and put it in a safe place so you don't lose it with all your school books and things, okay? Down at the bottom, what's it say? It says count the money. Okay, so we count these are dimes. Who remembers how much a dime is? Dime, 10 centavos, that's right. These are pennies. How much is a penny? How many centavos? 1. You count these by tens, count these by ones. How much money do you have? Color the box, color the circle that goes with that, okay? Down here, these are nickels. What do we count nickels by? Nickels are how many centavos? 5, that's right, like Francisco Morazan, okay? So these are pennies. 1. How much money do you have here? Okay, here you go. Up here it says count by ones. It says color the picture. You don't have to color, okay? Just count by ones, ones. Down here, count by tens. And then the part down at the bottom, okay? Easy lesson for today. Have fun. I hope you learned something new. Have a good weekend.